Okay, so there is something. It is currently the Hunter full moon in Aries. I'm literally sitting under the moon. Sorry that you guys can't see me very well. But to start off with the reading, there has been some type of spiritual awakening that is being highlighted here. There's some type of morals or beliefs or something within yourself that you have grabbed onto. And this could have been recently, this could have been long ago. There's some type of full circle moment happening here. There's something that you have grabbed onto and wielded as yours. I'm hearing the pen is mightier than the sword. You have spent so many hours learning about yourself and who you are, learning about things that make you feel closer to who you are. And I'm seeing that there could have been like some L could be significant, or the number 7. There could have been some type of feeling like, whenever you get really excited about something and you are just like super ecstatic, and then something just like brings your high down about the situation, and it kind of makes you feel like, well, whatever. Like maybe you were gonna go on a date and somebody was like canceled on the last minute, or maybe you were really excited to see somebody and they canceled on the last minute, or it just didn't work out. Some type of feeling like this could have happened, and Spirit wants you to know that this was not without reason. This happened so you could be shown the things that were working against you, the things that were withering your flowers, the things that were working against you and withering your flowers and trying to bring you down. You could have been very excited about some type of news and told everyone about it, and it kind of like showed you how other people feel. You could have gotten some really, really good news. And I'm hearing nose, something about smells or something like that. You could have gotten some really good news and you wanted to tell everybody. You told everybody you wore it proud. You were excited for it, and it ended up it ended up showing you the true colors of certain people around you, showing you that sometimes people aren't really happy for you and they just want to sit there and criticize every little thing that you do, or criticize how you do things. This was so that you can burn those things away. This doesn't even have to be people, it could be mindsets. For example, mindsets around the ego, or like a mindset considering what it is you have to do to obtain a certain thing, or maybe even a mindset of oh, I'm only worthy of this, or I or I don't deserve to have something like this. Or if I do, like for example, if you're extremely excited about something and you feel if you feel there could be subconscious thoughts of feeling unworthy of it and you don't even know. There was something extremely good that happened, and I'm really getting that this is in the past. Take it how it resonates, but there was something that extremely good happened for you, and this could have been a series of events. You could have noticed this pattern, and then you having to burn out those people, those places, those thoughts, places or things that keep you in a stagnant energy, people or things that keep you in a stagnant energy, thought patterns that keep you in a stagnant energy, feeling fearful of being who you are, things happen to show you certain things. Things aren't happening to you, they're happening for you. And this could have been something that really turned your life upside down. You could have been in a situation where you were angry with the world, angry with God. You don't even have to believe in God. You could have felt like you were just, what is it called? Hopeless. You had no way of doing what you felt you wanted to do in a situation. There was no way to move. You felt you were being sat down and told, well, you have to do this right now. I'm hearing you could have felt like God was cursing you or cursed your life or something like that. But what Spirit is telling me is that it was happening all for you. It was all happening in the way that it was meant to be happening. And sometimes you need to be sat down to show you what really matters within life. Sometimes you need to be sat down to show you what you actually want in life. Sometimes we think we know what we want, and then we are shown exactly what we don't want. And whenever you are shown what you don't want, it teaches you a whole lot more about what you want rather than getting what you want and not knowing what you don't want. Because when you don't know what you don't want, you won't know what you don't want. You know, it's all a process. It's all a lesson within itself. All of the bad things that have happened to you are all a lesson within itself. And Spirit is showing me that even if you are crawling on your knees, you will find the root of it all. You will find the root that turns into a seed that you can plant and grow into a beautiful tree, a beautiful garden full of flowers that will spread many seeds upon seeds. You are doing amazing, my love. You are doing amazing, my love. You are taking Spirit's lessons like a grain of salt. I am hearing. You are rebirthing. I don't even know if you guys can see this, but you are rebirthing yourself in ways that you would have never even thought that you would be allowed to be. You are taking back what was taken from you. You are, what is it called? You are learning how to how do you say, I keep on here, reprocess your thoughts. Throttle could be significant. You're learning how to think positively in a way that you never have before. And that is benefiting you in so many ways that you may not even understand yet. One day you're going to look back and it's all going to make sense. One day you are going to look back and you are going to see all of the ties and binds you had upon yourself that you did not even know you were tied and bound by. You are going to see how limited you were, and yet you still believed. You are going to be making this full circle moment where you're going to see that everything that you had, everything that felt important to you was burned away at the stake, turned into ashes, into something anew. A new air to breathe. A new air to breathe, for you could not see how they were feeding on you, the negative thoughts, the people who wanted to see negative things happening to you in your life and did not care for your safety or well-being. The people who were using you as an energy source because of how positive you are, because of how much you believed in them, yet they didn't believe in you, because they could not believe in themselves. And it is not a diss to those people, but sometimes you gotta love a person from afar. Just like sometimes you've gotta love those dark thoughts from afar. Sometimes dark thoughts come from a place of where we were broken, of where we were shown things that we did not want to be shown, of where we were treated in ways we did not want to be treated as. And yes, they may have a message that resonated with you at one time, but that message is no longer. That message is no longer. So think those dark parts of your past. Think those dark parts of yourself. Think those dark thoughts for the worries, for the wanting to protect yourself they bring. Because that is all it is. A thought that helps you protect yourself. Because if you believe you are not worthy, it won't hurt as much to hear you are not worthy. If you believe you are not worthy, it won't hurt as much when you do something that makes you feel unworthy. When you fail in front of people who have been telling you you will fail your whole life. Know that it's okay to let go of those fears of, I'm hearing ending, those fears of not being able to be enough, not being able to take it, because you can and you will and you do already. You do. And you take it like a goddamn champ, let me tell you. And this is not to say that you will never benefit from these dark thoughts again, because of course they have a lesson to hold. But I think that that lesson now is that you can repurpose those thoughts into power. That once you felt unworthy, but now you see how worthy you truly are. Once you felt unworthy because you were treated unworthy, when in reality, that was how that situation felt about itself. And this is not to say that there will never be another person or another situation or another negative thought within your life. But it is to say that you have grown. You have grown past the negative limitations that have been placed upon you at such an early age, at such an early thought. The physical limitations are no longer there, and they are breaking free more and more every day. You may not see it now, but one day you will look back and you will be able to hang you will be able to hang your samurai sword that you once had to wield so closely to your chest on the wall. The Walking Dead could be very significant, where Michonne when they finally found a place of safety from all of the zombies, and they no longer had to look behind their shoulder every 2 seconds. It was hard. But she was able to put her sword down and recognize she did not need it at the moment. Not that she was forgetting it, not that she was letting it go, but she was putting it in its rightful place, respecting it, and thanking it for all it did for her and carried her along in those days. can finally put that distorted view of yourself away. Self-harm may be significant, and self-harm can come in so many ways. Know that also Harry Potter, one of the, I forget what they're called, but the little balls with wings that they like play soccer with or whatever, what is it called? It's like I'm hearing it in my head, but I don't hear it fully. Know that there is no longer need to operate from a survival mindset, from a mindset that you will not be heard, from a mindset that someone will try and dominate you and take advantage of you for what you are. There is no other shoe that is going to drop. There is no other shoe that is going to drop. But it is up to you to see it. It is up to you to put that belief to rest and find a new sense of happiness. It is up to you to find a way to wield that power that is not so harsh. It is up to you to figure out how to carry yourself in a way where you will not burn yourself out from overly being in survival mode, overly feeling like you need to protect yourself, overly feeling like someone is going to hurt you if you look away for 2 seconds. You are breaking generational curses, generational traumas that have been in your life in ways that you did not even know or understand. And you are going to help your children break the generational karma I'm hearing. You are going to help your children Let's give her her moment. Let's give her her moment. You are going to find a way to wield the lessons you have learned from your trauma in a new way. You are going to find a way to wield that power that you have gained from being through the trenches, I'm hearing, from being wronged, from being fucked with. Sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. Confirmation, babes. Can you clarify these 2 cards? Yo. You are going to finally realize that you do not need to be so prim and proper. You do not need to be so delicate. You do not need to be who you thought you needed to be who you wanted to be. You have to be exactly who you are. You are already who you want to be. And you are going to realize that. What comes after this, Spirit? Things may break. Things may fall. Things may happen. Bridges may explode. Things may happen, as life always does. But it is not without reason. It is to show you how you have been pouring water into broken cups. It is to show you how you have been watering unwaterable plants, I'm hearing planets. It is to show you how you have been, it is to show you how to love yourself in a way you have never been loved before, and bringing yourself to a level you have never learned before. When you look back at levels that you have been at the time it may have been grand, at the time it may have been amazing, but whenever you level up from that, you will look back and see things that you did not have in this new level up. You will see things that you realize you were allowing. I'm also hearing taking for granted. You could have been taken for granted. You could have been taking things for granted. And you are going to look back and see all of these things and learn from it and bring it into the new level up. And this is not just saying that you are going to level up right now. This is a lifelong thing. This is a lifelong thing. It is always going to happen this way. You will always level up unless you allow yourself to stay stagnant. Unless you allow yourself to stay in one place. And sometimes that is okay. Sometimes we need to be as stagnant for as long as we need to be. Sometimes we need to be in a place for a while before we can level up. Sometimes we are stuck on a level that we do not know how to beat. But whenever we stop trying to figure out how to beat it and let ourselves go to sleep and come back the next day, we see we are able to do it. Have y'all ever played a video game that there was a level you could just not beat, and then you were like, whatever, I'm frustrated right now, I'm gonna put it away, I'm gonna focus on something else, and then as soon as you go back to it, you figure it out. It happens for you. You experienced things being taken away from you. You experienced things falling apart. You experienced the pain and trauma. You experienced watering plants that could not grow, so that you could realize watering yourself was the way to go. Because when you water yourself, other people water you. When you water yourself, you are a divine being of love, and you become that. Because when you pour into yourself, what you pour into yourself is what you pour out. And when you pour love into yourself, love is what pours out. And this is not to say to go pouring your love into everything, because remember the lessons you have learned. Sometimes you will try and dip your toe in something that you have already learned past from, and then you will realize exactly why it fell apart. You will realize exactly why it was not meant for you. You will realize exactly why you are no longer there anymore, and why you are in the sky flying high. You are an amazing being full of love and light. And this is only the beginning, my love. You have so much to grow, and you are finally giving it to the right things. And this is not to say that you will not give it to the wrong things ever again. But you have learned so much. Be grateful for it. Give yourself grace. Enjoy the moment, because this moment too shall pass. And then you will be in another one. Enjoy where you are, so that you can enjoy where you are again. Beautiful, beautiful message. Seriously beautiful message. Thank you, Mother Moon. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, guides, for this beautiful message tonight. I pray that this reading resonated with whoever it needed to resonate with, and I pray that the right people found this message exactly when they needed it. And I pray that whatever lessons you may be learning, I pray that you learn those lessons, and I pray that you are able to put those negative thoughts out. I pray you are able to put the flame of self-hatred out, and I pray that you're able to see how beautiful, how divine, how full of love and deserving of love you are. I pray that the most amazing things happen for you within your life now and in your future. I pray that you become your best self that you never thought you could be, and that you realize you were always that best self, my love. Get into something fun. Some games could be significant, video games could be significant. Let yourself have some fun. Let yourself let loose. Stop putting a standard on yourself. It's okay. Stop making yourself feel like you're awkward. You're not awkward. You're beautiful. You are amazing. Just enjoy the moment. Stop trying to make yourself feel like you need to be this or that to be liked, or feel like you need to be this or that to fit into a certain situation. You are already, you already fit in, no matter how different you are, babes. No matter how different you are. You are the perfect puzzle piece, and every puzzle piece has its perfect spot. Recognize that, and I pray you do. I pray you have the most wonderful year. I pray that you see how happy your life truly is now. And I pray that whatever punches or towers come your way, that you are able to see the lesson within it. And I pray that you are able to dodge it, and overcome it times 10. I pray you see how truly blessed you are even in the midst of chaos. I pray you see how much of beautiful blessing you are to this world, to the people within your life, so that you never take yourself for granted ever again. I love you. You are loved. Thank you for watching. Have a great, blessed day. Blessed be. Peace.